folks, Matt Bro with the Sales Journey coming at you this morning, really kind of early here, having a good cup of coffee. And really, I get asked quite a bit from different people, what kind of books do I read? What books would I recommend? And I thought that, hey, I've never done this before, but I thought I'm a big avid reader. I've got tons of books that I've read over the years, and I can honestly start kind of sharing the reasons why, if you will, for each kind of book, if you will. So what I wanted to do is actually start with the one that I just finished up here a couple of weeks ago, and that is hashtag Sales Truth by Mike Weinberg. I gotta tell you guys, I'm a big Mike fan. And quite honestly, if you are in charge of executing, supporting, or leading a sales effort, this is the book for you. Now, I've read Mike's other two books, New Sales Simplified and Sales Management Simplified. I've recommended it like crazy. Again, the reason for me is that he's very blunt, he's very direct and to the point, but he's very practical. Not a lot of sales theory in here. It's a lot of how are you going to actually go out and execute that. In this book, it does not disappoint. It actually will have you sitting in front of your mirror kind of looking at yourself and going, man, I've got some areas of opportunity. And it hopefully will push you back to the fundamentals of sales, because that's what ultimately generates new sales growth. Now, again, I love the practical nature of this. This is his third book. Again, New Sales Simplified and Sales Management Simplified. I do plan on doing a video on those two books and what I got out of it. And what I really appreciate is his ability to kind of cut through the crap. And that's really what this book is about. It's about debunking myths that a lot of salespeople are distracted by, and sales leaders, quite honestly, are distracted by in this new age. So of all the value that I heard or found in this book, there's really three things that I'd say, kind of hit home with me the most. And there's a whole lot. So this is not saying that the other stuff didn't, but this is top three. Number one, and it's very practical, is there's a full chapter on taking back your calendar in this book. I actually ran this through with my team within the work that I do. And the biggest reason is I see systemically, not just in my team, but in sales professionals that I work with across our business and other industries, is that, and this is probably human, is time is such a valuable asset, but we mistreat it like crazy. And a lot of it has to do with we are not intentional with our time. So Mike does a really nice job of really dividing the distractions from the things that grow sales, helping to kind of clear up that mess or that foggy area for some sales professionals and leaders. And honestly, he makes a really strong case for defending that time as a critical strategy to growing your sales. And not only does he make the case, but he gives you some practical tools in that chapter that will help you as a sales professional and sales leader to manage your time instead of your time managing you. The second area that I thought was just massively valuable, in my opinion, and I think it's a good wake-up call for a lot of folks in the industry, is a chapter that is affectionately called Stop Searching for the Secret Sales Sauce. There is no silver bullets in the sales world and what we do day in and day out. It's actually met with, and the individuals that are most successful consistently over time are the ones that execute the fundamentals every day. Now, there are tons of distractions around social selling, tons of distractions around technology advancements, marketing strategies, inbound lead generation, all these different things. And those are not bad within themselves, but they're not a substitute for the sales work. So that chapter is a really great chapter that I thought I'm going to use a lot to make sure that we stay focused on the fundamentals of sales. And also in chapters 7 through 11, he actually gives you that blueprint of the fundamental things that will grow new sales. It's not hard, it's not like complex. Sales is quite frankly simple. It's just not easy. So people are always looking for the easy way out. And I think that chapter really encompasses and kind of puts those distractions in their place. And then lastly, and probably my favorite thing in this book, is really towards the end of the book. Mike talks about two individuals, Tom and Ron. And Tom, which ones that kind of stuck out to me, was a car salesman that sold Mike the past two Volvos he's had. And he really provides a real life account of his interactions with Tom. And, you know, having that real life account kind of brings to life the things that he's talking about in this book. The two things that stuck out to me was Tom's preparation and how he really put in the extra work to be prepared for the sales work that he was going to be involved in during the week. He did a ton of preparation kind of on the side and not during business hours, if you will. And then the other piece that I think is so big, and I hear a lot of folks talk about, and some folks do well and some folks just need work here, is having empathy for your clients. Being able to put yourself in the shoes of your client, dealing with their problems, dealing with what they're trying to get to. He gives a really great example of Tom booting him out the car and driving around the parking lot so that way Mike could see what his clients would see when he's driving up. I just thought it was a fantastic kind of bringing to life example of a lot of the strategies and practical things in the book. So I really, really appreciated that. So again, as you can tell, I wouldn't be doing a video if I didn't, but I highly recommend this book to any sales professional and quite honestly, any sales leader that is out in your space trying to grow new sales. And if you're trying to up your game and continue to develop, Mike is a great author to follow. And again, I will have other reviews of his other two books and some of the value that I found in both of those. But wanted to share his latest book, Sales Truth, because I think it's just a phenomenal, phenomenal book. So I will have actually in the description of this video a link to Mike's book on Amazon if you want to pick up a copy on YouTube. And if you're watching this on social media, I will have it in the first comment. I will throw a link to the book on Amazon. Lastly, I am not getting paid by Mike. Mike doesn't even know I'm doing this. This is really, for me, I get a lot of value out of these things, and I just want to return the value to my community. I want to be able to help kind of spread what Mike's doing out there. If you read this, you're going to get better at the work that you do day in and day out. So again, Mike, thank you for putting the time and effort and having the passion to get out and spread your message and the sales truth, if you will. Guys, pick up a copy. Thank you for watching and happy selling. Have a great, great rest of you.